Hi, it's Heartfelt Crafts by Sherry, aka Scrap and Sherry, and Rachel's behind the camera again.
Hi.
So, in our last video, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. We gave you a teaser what we were going to do with these gloves. So here we are. I've gotten some things prepared, but first let me show you what we did. Now, the reason I chose to do gloves, again, we're in Ohio. It gets chilly. So I wanted to do something nice for our mail carriers. So this is it. A nice little warm pair of gloves. Each side's got something different on them. Hopefully they'll like them. Actually, we're going to turn this into a goodie bag. It's going to have some mints, hand warmers, and a gift card to either Tim Hortons or McDonald's, which we'll get tomorrow. But I thought I would show you how I did these gloves. I used my Cricut, my mat, 4 colors of vinyl, and you may already see that I have them on my mat, and I save time this way. Instead of putting 4 different mats in, I condense it to this. On my Cricut, I will show you how I did this. Oh, and I made a card. And we'll do this at the end. Pieces are already cut out, and that should take no time at all to put together. So here we are. Whoops, don't know how that moved. Are my images that I uploaded from Cricut. We'll go to make it. Now there's a little trick to putting your pieces like this so you don't have to put in 5 different mats. So what I did with the white here, take them off, I guesstimated how long it was going to take. So each square's, you know, you count over your squares, and I counted over to 3, so that's where the white is. I went just a little extra, and then I'll take from here the black mat, and when you click on it, you get these blue icons up here, and the one with the 3 dots, move object. I'm going to move it to my main mat. It's going to turn color, so don't worry about it. But again, I'm going to line these up where I have placed the black vinyl. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 is empty. This is 5 and 6. We can actually move this guy a little bit over, because he's 1, 2, 3. So there's one. Let's go grab the other tire. Move object again. Click on the mat we want and hit confirm. So there's our 2 tires. Okay. So you can lay it up here. It's all cut, and you're just cutting in the color that you want. Scroll down here to the next one, which is the red, and these pop up, these 2 blue circles, the one with the 3 dots in it. Again, click it, move object, pick the mat you want, which is our main mat. It went from red to white, but that's okay. So let's count over again. It says between 8 and 10 and a half ish. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is blank, 8, 9, 10. And I hope that's enough. And no, it's not. We will see.
No, I think the tires can be moved over a little.
Yeah, I think we might be okay. Okay. If not, we'll try again. It's alright, we make mistakes. So we're at the blue. Your blue circles. This is to move it. We don't want to move it anywhere on the mat. Whoops. You want a straight line. We're going to move the object to mat 1. Oops, he got underneath there. Move them down. We'll move our van back. So we put the blue underneath because it's going to take a couple more pieces. We'll count down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And here's our 2 other logos. We'll move those. We're going to move it right underneath our blue line right here. Here's the blue one, big logo. We're going to move the move the object. Place it on our main mat. Again, remember, it's all going to turn white because we said the first image was white. So there we go. So we went down to number 4. Again, 1, 2, skip 3, start at 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Actually, we went down too far. I think that's right. How about that?
That looks good.
See, this for some reason still looks too far apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got to be in this square, right? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6. 7. And then maybe that's where that belongs. I think we got it. It's always a little bit of messing with, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. If we mess up, we'll try again. So, I'm going to take my roller here. Sometimes they don't stick real well, so just give them a little rub. Get some pressure on it. Make sure they're nice and down. Now again, we have to go back up here to the white mat. This is iron on, so we need to make sure we mirror the image. And it's just over here. Turn it off, and they're the right way. Turn it on, and they've flipped. So when we iron them on, they will look like they're going the right way, and they're not going backwards.
And remember, shiny side down on the vinyl.
Yep, shiny side down. I guess I should saw that too, shouldn't I? As you can see, that's kind of a dull, and it's shiny. They're all shiny, facing down. Dull side, so you can see it. And here's the red. Let's move this over just a tad. Some of these, I see they're not sticking so well, and that's okay. What we can do is use a little bit of, I use painter's tape, and this painter's tape, it'll cut right through it. Let's just be safe here. I'll put it right down here. And we'll do a little bit on the red. This painter's tape also will help with when you use paper. So we'll get our mat in there in between the little notches. We'll go down here to cut. We're going to pick out our material. Everyday iron-on. I set my pressure to more. Just, my machine likes it better. You don't have to do that with yours at all. And up here it tells you, make sure mirror is turned on and iron-on material is face shiny side down. Say that 10 times.
Yeah, a little bit of tongue twister. Tongue twister
Okay.
there.
We're gonna load our mat in. I like fast mode. You don't have to do it if you don't want. Everything else is set, and then we'll hit go. So all we did by matching up our material all to one mat is still cut out on the colors we wanted, just a little time saver. We're finished with this. We'll go back to our main screen and we'll leave that alone. So let's see how we did here. Glad we moved them over. So everything's cut. Get our mat out of the way. And now we'll get another tool from Cricut. I love tools from Cricut. And let's weed these out. Just take a little corner, pull up, and we can start weeding. Now with these other images, this logo with the bird in it, gonna take it just a little slow because there's little bitty pieces in there, and we don't want to lose anything or rip anything. So just take your time. Staticky. I also use my tweezers for these little bits in here. Kind of helps. Now we have 3 images on there. We'll leave them like that for a second. We'll weed all these at one time. We gotta get the windows. See, I weeded out just the windows on this. I should have done the door, I guess. The door handle. So maybe on this one I'll do that. That way we can pretend there's a doorknob. So now in here, they're little tiny. Can you see that? Around the wheels, it's super, super tiny. Like for the hubcaps. Gonna try to pull all that up now. Just give it a little pull with your tweezers, and they'll come up just fine. There's no tedious work, just real quick and simple. Okay. One tire. Okay. Get those little pieces off because you don't want to leave them on the sticky part. Once you iron it on, it'll iron right under the gloves. So you want to make sure you get all the little pieces up. That one's done. We got some tires here. Nice and simple and easy. And here's our red for a red stripe. Okay, we'll get rid of all our garbage. So we're going to trim these up a little bit. We don't need this much extra . Do you see that one of the little tire pieces popped down there? Separate the tires. Hey, when I'm thinking about it, going to use our mini. Now, to understand this, not so much. On the front here, there's 3 little wavies. That's the temperature that you want it: mild, medium, or real hot. When I went to Cricut and looked up what they suggested with these type of gloves, and I found inside here these gloves that told you that it was 60% polyester and acrylic and wool, 5% wool. Nice little warm gloves, thick. So it said to go medium. So I'm gonna let that warm up so we can get these going as soon as that's ready. And I'm gonna take and cut these blue apart because we don't want to iron them on all together. This big one's going on the other hand. There's our blue one with our red. So that's gonna go on one glove. And we'll cut this guy down. We don't need all this stuff on here. So this is our truck that we're gonna iron on. You don't need the tools no more. So we are going to need our mat to go with our heating. This is all by Cricut. Cricut has several sizes of, I'm going to set these up here so I don't lose them. Heating tools, mats, all different sizes. Check them out. They're all wonderful. So now we gotta make sure we get these the right way. Make sure we iron them on the right way. Is that gonna be right? Looks good. So we'll stick this one right here. Make sure you get the bird going the right way, the eagle.
I think you did them backwards. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Double check, that's all right. Oh, what's the saying? Measure twice, cut once. Or we could cut again.
I don't know.
So this one's just going to be one. So we have several images for this one. But we can iron and get these ready and then start layering our truck here. This is green now, so it means it's ready.
It made her to give you. It gave us a little ding earlier when it was ready.
Yeah, when it was ready, it'll beep. And that goes for all the machines. Okay, we'll let him rest for a minute. We'll do this little guy. Now this little one, you can move around. You don't need to put pressure. Let it sit there for a second. The other machines aren't meant to be moved around. You're supposed to put them down, lay on them, a little bit of pressure. We'll do this guy one more time over just to make sure. Put them back. And they all come with a cradle, so you know nobody will get burnt, nobody will get hurt. These are kind of warm to the touch. Let's see, did this one go down real good? Voila. Very nice. So we'll set him up here out of the way. Let's go back to the truck. Let's see how he did. Ooh, very nice. Okay, now don't get rid of this piece yet. We're gonna need it. Let's see, what should we do? Should we do the tires?
Sure.
Okay, let's get these on so they look like tires. Make them nice. Let's do this little red piece. We don't want, when we're ironing on stuff, this clear coat that's on there, we don't want them to overlap, because if they overlap, let me show you here. So if the clear went underneath the red iron-on will stick to that. It will not stick to your item. So we need to make sure there's spaces. Now, we already ironed one down. We cannot put an iron on top of the image like this. It will melt our white truck. It's okay, you can layer 2 of these. It's not gonna hurt anything. So we're gonna lay this right on top. That way everything's gonna stay safe. And we'll just iron it. Doesn't take much. This little guy is super hot, and this is a small image. It's gonna be okay. See, we'll pull this up. Still leaves a nice clean image. He needs another minute. He's gonna need a little bit more. So let's put this back on. See, it's going to come crisp. Let's see if we can get this off. Oh, the red's ready. Here we go. Look at that. It's turning out very nice. Now we can do our blue image. There's nothing interfering. So if we would have put that black tire, oh, I need to cut him down a little bit. I'll show you something here in a second. Okay, so let me bring back one of these pieces for the tire. Can you get in on this, Rachie? So you see the clear for the blue image? So if we would have put the tire, it would have overlapped and it wouldn't have stuck down, okay? Or if we would have done like, maybe like this. So if we would have put the images like that, the blue would have stuck to the plastic on the tire. So let's not try to do that. That's a pain to try to fix. And then this little guy is not going to interfere with the red, because he would have went down. Okay. Put this back over, because we have, like I said, we have images that we've already put down. Layers. I'm sorry, layers. That should be okay. See, you see the blue paper already came up with this. Oh, so did that one. See, they were ready. They're a little warm, but that's okay. Doesn't hurt anything. Quick and easy. Our gloves for our wonderful postal carriers. Sometimes I think we have 2 or 3 coming. They come at all different times. We all know that. They're working hard though. So why not do something nice? So here's our gloves. Hope they like them. Okay, we'll set this stuff aside right here. We don't need our mat anymore. And don't forget, turn this guy off. It gets hot. Unplug them. And we'll just move them right over here out of the way. So this is our card. So I was thinking, well, if we're going to put a little bit of goodies in there, say thank you, might as well make a little card to write the note in it. I kind of like to go with a theme. We have a theme. So I've already cut him out. Here's all the pieces. This is a fairly quick, easy project. Watch the nose. Look at on these, a couple of the bird's nose came off. I'll have to glue them on there. I am going to use Berry Art glue. I love Berry Art glue, or I like, I don't have any right now. Can't think of the name either. I really do like them. Is it bad I don't remember the name? Art Glitter Glue. I like it. So with the card, we'll move him out of the way. I made my own crease right here. And I fold it over. Put a little plastic in the window for the window. So should I show you on Cricut here? I am in Design Space. I moved my image on my screen, so it's going to ask me to save it. Not a big deal. Nothing's lost. I think this is it right here. I kept them all together. Maybe it's up here. Here we go. Oh, we got too many up here. Now they're all gone. Oop. There we go. So why do we have too many up here? There we go. So here's the images on my screen for the card. Pieces are already all cut out. So what I think I'll do first here is I will cut, this is from my mat, the plastic that comes on your mat. When I'm done with the mat, I keep these, and you could use it for windows, shaker cards. So all I do is take this, kind of figure where I'm gonna lay that. Cut it. A little bit of glue. I got these little bottles, and this is the art glitter, the berry art glue. I just got these little bottles at Joann's. They come with the tips and they come with a pin. And you always want to make sure with any of the bottles that you use, make sure your pin in there so these little silver tips don't get clogged and you're wasting a lot of time trying to clean them out.
And a lot of glue because it dries up.
It dries and it's icky. And okay, let's lay this down. So I'm going to try to move it over as far as I can. On this, there's a little piece there for like the front windshield. So I laid that on there. I'm going to take our gray pieces, and that's going to go right there. And then we're going to glue this one right here. First, I think I'm going to, I did my own score mark. Can you see it?
Kinda.
I'll fold it here. I score it and I fold it both ways. We're gonna need that. So when I put this down, we're gonna have to fold the gray to go along with it. We can put the tires on real quick too. Oops. See, I'm glad we folded because this tire comes right up on there. Kind of perfect fit. I always use not too much glue. Sometimes less is more. Try to get into this little plastic here. Now this is just to give it a little bit of stability, and we're going to need the gray for the tires here in a second on the front side. So I'm just going to take and try to bend this gray with my already fold. Some pressure. There, look. And this is how we're going to attach the two pieces together. These little like hubcaps. Gonna go right here in the middle. I love these tweezers by Cricut. They're really fine tip and you can really get in there. Starting to look nice. We'll set him over here. So let's lay this guy down. We'll get our stripes lined up here, and we'll go all the way to the back. We're going to do the stripes on the front and the back. So we want to try to line them up as best as we can. A little bit of glue. I can move this up a little bit. We don't want it hanging over the back. If we put it off to the front a little bit, we can just snip that off in a second. We might have to snip the blue, so we'll wait a second here. A little bit more glue. Oops. Starting to come together real nice. So I'm going to hold this up here because it's a little wet, and I'm just going to snip away the excess so it goes right to the edge. Okay, one more piece for the front here. Plus, when I like these fine tip. If there's any glue that's smushed out, you can take and run it, get it out of there. We'll pick this up. See, now I put way too much on there. Just wipe it away. So this guy's got a little beak here. When I cut it, it fell off. Let's see. It's gonna go right there. Tad bit of glue. Now it looks like an eagle or bird. So I think that's about it for the front. Are we looking the same? Very nice. Okay, we'll set him off to the side and we will go to the back. So let's put this down because everything will be on the back side. Kind of make sure you get out to the edges. I love just a little border on the inside here. Nice. So when we put the cards together, they'll be gray inside and then image on the outside. Oh, I got a little bit of glue there. It's okay. We'll put these in right now since we got a little bit of glue on the outside. Those fit in nice. Here's the tires. Don't need a lot of glue. looking nice. So let's put them face to face. I'm going to glue these two together so I can put the stripes on the back and the bird or eagle here kind of in the same spot. So since I made my own score, I'm going to fold them up. We need a little bit of glue in there, I think. So I'm going to do this a little bit heavier. And don't worry if it oozes out, we'll clean it up. Line it up, nice and easy, and we'll squish. We'll open it up a little bit here. Now, I may have put just a tad bit too much. You can see a little bit of glue in here. So we'll have to wash that next time. But it's okay. Got a little bit in there and you really can't see it. So this one will be just fine. Okay, so let's put our stripes on in the back. Because you know when you see UPS truck, I mean a US postal truck, he's got stuff on both sides. So we can't leave the back side alone. So remember, these little bit of glue is just fine. I use my tweezers a lot, so I'm kind of gonna eyeball this from right here. It's wet, so you can move this a little bit. That look about right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it'll be a little bit easier now. We can lay the blue down right underneath that. So as you can tell, the back here doesn't have any windows or door handle. So we're gonna do right here. See, turned out pretty good. So like this is the original image. It's got all these little cutouts for the lights and windows. I could put some colors in there too. But on my image up here on the computer, as you can see, where's my mouse? Oops. Here's the original image. I took and made this one, and I went all the way down here. Good job, cutie. I can't, oh, shoot. You have to ungroup. I group them to keep them together so I know what's what. So this image right here, oh, I gotta ungroup again. When you click on it, down here in the bottom corner, it's called contour. When you click on it, you can take images out that you don't want. Like, see the tire? Or these little, like, rivet thingies. They're not dark like the other ones. That means I took them out of my image. You click it, and they go right back. And there's, like, your plain image. And here's the original image. It's got windows and all that, and the tires. So everything matches up. And then to get the gray part down here, I just took one of these and contoured again, because this one, no, I think I did. I just made this one smaller. And we're gonna range it to the front. That way we could put the little white pieces for the tire, the rims. We'll move this to the back. And there's our little images again. I like to group all my images because I do have the gloves, which were smaller, and this is a little bit bigger. Okay, let's finish this up. We're just about done. I'm gonna have to take and snip off the little bits here. Okay. So let's go to the back here and put our guy in the back. Kind of eyeball it. A little too much glue. Doesn't have to be necessarily the same. Close enough. Happy with that. So here's our bird again. Oh, look what I did. Did him upside down. Gotta go that way. Glad we had that glue on, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta pay attention. That's okay. We caught it. And then we'll clean this up with a wipey later. So everybody's taking shape here. We'll get that nose in there first this time. Now if you catch this like I did, pulls up real nice and easy. I'll clean that up. It's not the best, but like I said, once that glue's done, you can kind of rub it away and see. Just be really, really careful. I'll fix it later. So there's our card. Put your tip back on, and here's for our mail carriers. Like I said last time I saw them, they had face masks and things on it. It's not super cold. It looks like we might be getting some colder weather coming, so they'll be covering their faces, and maybe they'll like a little snack sitting in their van or their cars. This is today's project. I hope you enjoyed it. We have next project coming up is Anna Griffin, the door and the window, and we're going to make those into Valentine's Day. And I think that's about it. Thank you for watching. Keep crafting and check out our videos. Thank you. Good night.